So today I'm making a video review of the i20N. I'm going to talk through some good stuff, some bad stuff, and just a general kind of review, having lived with the car for a year, just coming up 20,000 miles. I think I'm about 100 miles away from hitting 20k. So yeah, it's kind of an honest... Thanks, car. It plays a nice tune if you don't have it on for a while. So first things first, here she is. Excuse the wind noise, very windy up here. So yeah, 2023 Hyundai i20N. I got this in December 2023, so it's just over a year old. Just coming up to 20,000 miles on it. So I'm going to talk through all the good stuff, all the bad stuff, and just generally how it is living with the i20N. So as you can see in here, got a child seat. I've got a 2-year-old son. Space is okay. You can get passengers in the back just fine. When I've got my son in the back, if I don't take his shoes off, he kicks the back of the seat. I can move the seat all the way forward and then he can't reach it, but then if I do that, my wife can't get in the car, or anyone that I take in the car with me. It's comfortable. I'm 6'2" and no issues there, so my seat's kind of back here. If you read the forums online, they'll tell you the standard tyres are a bit rubbish. Personally, I don't mind them. I've had these replaced because I've done nearly 20,000 miles. So the stock tyres are very, very, very grippy, which obviously, great if you're a spirited driver. The downside being that they wear out very quick. The internet will tell you 5,000 miles, they need to be replaced. I think mine got to about 7 or 7,500. Probably because I live in Wales and it's a bit wet for a few months, so they didn't wear out as quickly. The issue with them being so grippy is the car kind of crabs at low speed because it's got the limited slip diff on the front. The car will crab. It's hard to explain, but it's basically trying to grab all the time, and yeah, if you're on full lock, it's not that comfortable. Now, the good thing with Korean cars, Kia, Hyundai, they come pretty much fully loaded as standard. So this car has air conditioning, rear view camera, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and it's just, it feels well put together for the price, to be honest. Another thing that I'm really impressed with this car, I'm not sure what the quoted figures are, but miles per gallon wise, I'm getting on the motorway anywhere between 55 and 60 miles per gallon, which, for a performance hot hatch is really impressive. And of course, one of the best things about the car is the noise. So I've had one fault with the car. The ABS and speed sensor went on one of the wheels, and you wouldn't think that just a sensor like that would cause so many issues, but basically the dash lit up like a Christmas tree. The brakes as good as stopped working. It felt horrible. You know, I was pretty much stood up on them trying to stop the car. The steering, it just felt like I was on ice. Luckily, I was going quite slow. This was through the centre of Bristol. I was coming up to a roundabout. I pretty much couldn't turn, pretty much couldn't stop. It just felt awful. So that went after about 6 months, I think it was, 7 months. Yeah, 7 months. It had to go back to the dealer, and they had it for over a month because the part was on back order. Talking to the AA guy that picked up the car, he said it's very, very common on i20s and i30s. So hopefully they've replaced the sensors now, and you know they're all decent ones now. But yeah, that was a scary experience because I felt like I wasn't in control of the car at all. Another thing that's a little bit annoying that's happened a couple of times is a fault with the clutch. So I don't know exactly how the clutch works in this car, but it's got some sort of assist, because in the different driving modes the clutch behaves a bit differently. So in N mode it bites much quicker, and it feels nice. In other modes you have to rev it a little bit higher and go a bit more gentle with it. And I've had it a couple of times where I've been in N mode and it's just wanted to stall. So, you know, pulling out of a junction normally as I would, it kind of, the revs drop right down and it just doesn't want to do anything. And I've had to turn the car off and turn it back on again, then it's fine. And it's bizarre. Like I say, it's only happened a couple of times, but just little things like that start to get on your nerves, really. A few interior rattles. When you've got your music on, it kind of masks it. I just tend to turn it up a bit. But yeah, generally it's a bit of a rattly car, but I guess, you know, it's the price point, right? It's a standard. It's a 26 grand hot hatch. So sound deadening and stuff isn't going to be the best, I guess. So here's another minor annoyance, right? I got the car in December 2023. It got muddy very quickly, as you'd imagine, that time of year in South Wales. And the first time I washed the car, this happened. And it happened in all of the lights and this bar that goes across, which looks like a light but isn't. So water gets in there and you get condensation in there, and you know, a brand new car doing that, it's kind of doesn't inspire confidence on the build quality, does it really? Another minor annoyance with the interior is the bottle holders or cup holders, because look, they don't actually hold anything. There's no mechanism to hold a drink in. So when you're driving along, bottles do that and it makes quite an annoying vibration noise. So I've actually made my own. I got some silicone sheet, you can see there, I cut it and stuck it down. Well, I haven't stuck it down, I've just put it in there, and yeah, it does a bit of sound deadening. Obviously the bottles still move around a bit, but they don't make a noise now. So yeah, little things like that really let the car down, because the overall experience of the car is great. It's a brilliant little car, but you get things like that and it's just slightly annoying. And we get stuck behind a car. A car who is doing half the speed limit. So yeah, I'm a bit torn in terms of whether I'd buy one second hand. I mean, it's a great car. It's the most fun car I've had. I've had a couple of MX-5s, I've had a kit car, I've had a Golf, I've had a 1 Series, I've had a 3 Series.
this is the most fun car. It sounds amazing, it handles brilliantly, the brakes are great, it looks really nice, it's really comfortable inside, it's got all the toys. So yeah, it's an excellent car. But then, you know, I think about the faults that it's had. You know, the ABS sensor going that quickly, the clutch playing up sometimes, the infotainment can be a bit annoying, but to be honest, that's not that bad. You know, it's not a deal breaker. The rattles, the thing is, I look at it that I've had it for just over a year. How's it going to be in another 4 or 5 years? What else could go wrong? I know you could say that about any car, but the build quality of it, it feels like, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's an excellent car. I'm not sure about the build quality and how long it will last. So will we be seeing these on the road in 25, 30 years like we do MX-5s? Well, wait and see, I guess.